You are now watching Zaclasage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be covering over our first Chilling Reigns video, and of course it has to be on Shadow Calyrex VMAX. So this is one of my first early builds of the set. We are going to be covering over the Mewtwo Mew build with Zapdos V. The whole idea is to power up different psychic Pokemon, copy them with Mewtwo Mew GX, and then there's also a Zapdos there in case we run into an Eternatus. There's other versions of this deck that I do plan on covering in the channel, so we will see exactly how that goes, but I am hyped to show you what's going on with this deck. So if you do like Pokemon, or if you're new to the channel or anything else, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to getting to 5,000 subs. Our channel's coming up on a year anniversary, and it's been a wild ride. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Check out the description below. There's now Zaclasage merch. If you go to your playmat, you can save some money if you're looking to get your own custom playmat or anything else like that. There's a bunch of cool stuff out there, so check out some of my sponsors. And there's also the deck list in the description too, so you can copy and paste that into PTCGO and play along with this video. But yeah, let's jump into the deck profile. So jumping into this deck, you can see that we're featuring the new Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So its ability is like Malamar mixed with Zoroark GX. Once during a turn, you can attach a Psychic Energy card from your hand to one of your bench Psychic Pokemon, and if you do attach an Energy, you have to draw 2 cards. So a few things to note: it has to be a Psychic Pokemon, has to be on your bench, and it has to be a basic Psychic Energy card, or a card that counts as a Psychic Energy. So things that don't count as Psychic Energy in your hand, that are not a Psychic Energy when not attached to a Psychic Pokemon, would not count. So do keep that in mind. We also got the Galarian Zapdos V with the Fighting Instincts, so if we're playing against an Eternatus VMAX deck, we can use Fighting Instinct to lower the attack cost and attack with Thunderous Kick. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Some other cool cards that we have in this deck are Cresselia. Cresselia is like Volcanion from Unbroken Bonds, but it's Psychic type, so we can use Crescent Glow to power up our Pokemon. We can use Photon Laser to do 120 damage out of nowhere. Great to hit Altaria, Decidueye, things like that. We got the Shadow Calyrex V that has to evolve into the VMAX. So we have Shadow Mist. You can stop your opponent from playing Special Energy or Stadium cards from their hands. You can use Astral Barrage to put damage counters. That also goes through Decidueyes, and it goes through the Altarias. We have the Mewtwo package here. So Mewtwo Mew, using its Perfection ability to copy GX Pokemon, we could copy Trevenant Dusknoir to Night Watch our opponent's Pokemon. We got Latios GX, so we could use Clear Vision GX. We could stop our Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, like the Mewtwo Mew, from getting hit with their weakness. And we also have a Gengar Mimikyu if our opponent's got a big hand. So overall, we're searching out a lot of these cards with the new Fog Crystal card. Search your deck for a Psychic Energy card or basic Psychic Pokemon and put it in your hand. Honestly, one of the best cards that we have available from Chilling Reigns. That's what we got for new cards. We got enough Psychic Energies so that we can use the Underworld Door ability, and we have enough Aurora Energies that we can also search out with Guzmahala, which we can search out from Tag Call. I know, search for a search. But it seems like this deck should work. Now, again, this is one of my early builds, so on day 1, maybe I'll have to change this deck in a week, and I'll cover it in a week. We'll see exactly what's going on. So my goal is just to cover as much Chilling Reign content as possible. Every other card in the deck is pretty normal. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I get back to them within, let's just say, a day at this point. Probably a lot sooner than that. Let's jump into some gameplay and see what this deck can do. Okay, so we're going to call a coin flip. We're going to call Tails. And we lost the coin flip. I'm pretty sure with our deck we want to go first so that we can evolve our Pokemon. So we are getting a chance to go first. That's not bad. And we might run into some kind of concessions here or there. Here I'm probably going to start with the Cresselia, just because I don't know what we're going to run into with the Mewtwo Mew. So this sounds a little... It's not a bad hand by any means. Cresselia would have been nice going second, so that's one thing that we do have to keep in mind. Let's see what our opponent's flipping up. So they're playing PIKAROM. Is this going to be enough, basically? So first off, I'm going to start by going Pokemon Communication, and I'm going to be searching through my deck. I think it's worthwhile to always search your deck. We're going to grab the Shadow Calyrex V. Look at all these alt arts. The art in this set is absolutely amazing, by the way. And shout out to our entire community. There's been so many members who have helped me out get everything that I possibly can grab. So we're going to attach a Psychic Energy there, and I'm going to go for Chaotic Swell. I mean, I think this is worthwhile to attach an energy to right now, because at least we could power up things next turn. but we'll have to see exactly how it goes. I might want to power up other Pokemon. Right now, I just want to have a way to retreat out of it, and if I do want to attack to try to two-shot this PIKAROM or something like that, it seems like it's a pretty decent play. So we'll have to see exactly what's going on here with our opponent. And I mean, as I'm filming these new videos, there's a really good chance that we're going to see some players just concede their games out of nowhere. Maybe they're upset because they didn't get the cards. Maybe it's a weird matchup. Like, let's say if I was playing against a Rapid Strike URSHIFU or something like that, or maybe people are like, oh, I've never seen these cards. Because a lot of people were asking me earlier when I was doing my pack opening, they're like, yo, Zach, how come you got access to the cards early? I'm like, I didn't get access to the cards early. I had to pick up a bunch of codes again. So it's one of those things where it's been a fun ride. So it looks like they're playing pretty much a standard PIKAROM list. I'm honestly not sure how this matchup should go. Typically, PIKAROM does well against most tag team decks. Maybe if we can get to a point where we could OHKO them or just hit them really hard. We'll have to see. So they're going to switch. They're going to go for the whole Bolton stuff. See, I wouldn't have done the Dedenne there. It makes me wonder what they're looking for. The fact that they put down double PIKAROM too, those are going to be the cards that we're going to try to pick out here. Now, it looks like they might be thinning out their hand of other things. I'm not sure if they play the Crobat down, if they're looking to draw into anything particular. Yeah, it looks like they're just worried about the Mewtwo and Mew-GX turning into a Gengar Mimikyu. Again, I probably wouldn't be playing cards like Crobat Dedenne, especially when you're trying to get the energies out. Oh, they're playing Crushing Hammers. Got it. I mean, Crushing Hammer, obviously a common card in PIKAROM, but we'll have to see exactly how that goes. Quick Ball broken. Let's see. There's their Bolton, and I'm assuming they're just going to power up their PIKAROM. Going to go for the fuller one. Awesome. Perfect. And we got to switch. I don't want to play the switch yet, so I'm just going to go ahead here and pitch this hand away. And we did get a Calyrex VMAX, so this is looking pretty cool. At this point, I'm not sure what I want to power up. Maybe I want to power up a Mewtwo Mew, so that's why I played Tag Call. I'm going to grab Mewtwo Mew. I'm going to grab, for each one of their V Pokemon, how many V Pokemon do they have in play? 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I could do a lot of damage if I draw into the right card. Let's go for Trevnoir, just in case I want to discard anything. Let's go for Fog Crystal. I'm going to grab a Psychic Energy, because we want to draw some cards. There's still the Auroras in there, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and put the Mewtwo down. Let's go ahead and go Underworld Door, powering up the Mewtwo. Got some more Fog Crystals, that's cool. We'll just get some other things powered up. So far it's like a little bit of an awkward hand. We want to get things out of our hands. But we're going to go for a Shadow Rider Calyrex V. We can still attach for our turn, I believe. So I want to keep this to maybe draw some cards for next turn. Or actually I could just go Cresselia and start powering up the Mewtwo. I think that sounds good. And then I could put down the Crobat. I could put down the Zapdos. I might just like have to retreat that next turn. So let's see what Crescent Glow can do. Will Crescent Glow power up our Mewtwo Mew? So my goal here is, again, this Pokemon's attacks cost colorless, less for each of your opponent's Pokemon in V in play. 1, 2, 3 V Pokemon in play. That means my Thunderous Kick is going to go down to 1 fighting. So if I just get an Aurora Energy, access to a Guzma-Hala, which I probably should have grabbed the Guzma-Hala instead of the Trevenant Dusknoir, I could just knock out the PIKAROM in a single hits. So knockout there, and then knockout on the other PIKAROM. They're probably just going to go Tag Bolt, power up, power up. If we just get enough energies in play, we're good. Maybe they're just going to attack us with their Boltons. That might be interesting. It's a good call. So both of these have 2 retreat costs. This has 2 retreat costs as well. Let's go Mewtwo Mew GX goes up in the active spots. Probably gives me my best chance to get out of the active. And there's another Psychic Energy, so we're gonna go like this. We'll at least power up one of them. I'm gonna put the Zapdos V down. I don't know what's our best way to go about this, but let's go ahead and power up this one. There's the Aurora Energy. I'm just going to discard this because I want that in my discard pile. Before I use the second one, I am going to use Crobat first. I think I have a higher chance of drawing cards. If I get Switch, I could just get it. Let's go Underworld Door. I mean, I could retreat and hit for how much damage. I'm doing 10 for each Psychic Energy attached. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 160 is not what we're looking for. A little bit more than that would be super cool here. I don't need the other Mewtwo here, so let's try to get some of these extra cards out of our deck. Let's go for a Latios, or let's go for this, and we can discard that. Let's go Quick Ball on the Genki. There's really nothing else that we want to be grabbing here. So let's just go for Latios. Yeah, we can get that out of the deck. And I mean, I could get the knockout on the Boltons with the Zapdos. I don't think that's necessary right now. They can't play any cards in their hand. Actually, yeah, let's bring this up. Because we're going to copy them, use our GX attack, so this is going to be a sneaky play. We're going to go for the Horror House GX. They can't play any cards from their hands, so let's bring this up. Actually, they can't play any cards down from their hand. Let's just take out the one that has the energy. So this is 3 energies. They can't play any cards from their hand. We're going to bring this up. And then we're going to go for the Horror House GX. So I think I have this game locked up. So I'm going to Horror House GX them. Our opponent not being able to do anything is just going to pass. I can go ahead and retreat next turn into my Galarian Zapdos V, smoke this thing for a knockout, and then Eldegoss for the boss again. Oh, there's the switch. That makes my life a lot easier. Let's power up here first. So let's go Underworld Door, powering up this one, because you have the other one powered up already. And let's go for Underworld Door again. We're just trying to get other cards that we can discard with our Guzma-Hala. Let's go Guzma-Hala, discard these two. Chaotic Spell, we'll grab those 3. There's our Air Balloon. We're going to retreat into the Galarian Zapdos V. Don't want to put another energy down. We are going to go ahead for the Thunderous Kick for the knockouts. So there's 340 damage and 3 prize cards. And then next turn I can go Eldegoss for the boss's orders, knock out their PIKAROM. So I'd say this deck has a pretty favorable PIKAROM matchup. I wouldn't even mind having another Galarian Zapdos V. It might just be much better than the whole Mewtwo. It might just be Galarian Zapdos V with Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. But the Mewtwo did copy Gengar Mimikyu, so that could be cool. Hopefully our opponent just hits us for 70 or tries to go for a power up or tries to play a Marnie. Like, those are the ways that they could go for it. Otherwise, we just have Eldegoss for game. This Pokemon is weak to Psychic as well, so I guess we could play Jirachi down if we were worried about the Psychic weakness. So it's a little bit of we had a little bit of an awkward setup. I think it was still a good setup for us overall, but one of those things where it's, yeah, our opponent's going to concede the game. We had game in hand. We take those dubs. Okay, so we're going to call heads here. And we won the coin flip, so we do want to go first so we can get our Calyrex evolved as soon as possible. I don't know if I want to start here with the Trevnoir. I also don't want to start with the Dedenne because our hand's kind of awkward. It's really just not the start that we want to be having, to be honest. But we'll see what deck we're playing against. It might be not that bad. We'll have to see what's going on. Sobble, got it. We're gonna go ahead here and go Fog Crystal, just searching for a Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Maybe we're playing against Ice Rider. We're gonna go ahead and just try to get this. One of the things that I'm noting while we were playing this deck, I might want to get out another, I might want to have another air balloon in my deck. Might be something that we want here. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and do I want to switch? I might want to switch. I'm gonna go attach here, and I'm gonna go play switch. I do want to play the Dedenne-GX down. Most decks that play Inteleon play Path to the Peak, and I don't want them to just get a Path to the Peak out on us on our first turn. I mean, there's an air balloon. Nothing crazy going on here. We do have a Chaotic Swell. I'm feeling pretty good about this hand, so I'm gonna go ahead here and pass for my turn. So I'll just see exactly what's going on there. Oh, it's Rapid Strike. Ah. We might be pretty good against the Rapid Strike deck for what it's worth. Oh, they're playing Boss. The Air Balloon could be good against us. The fact that they're playing Boss and not a Draw Supporter is pretty good. Tower of Waters, so Rapid Strike Pokemon. Not that I have many Rapid Strike Pokemon, but we're vibing. I don't think they have many Psychic Pokemon to play down. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball, I guess. I can always Quick Ball this away. I don't think they play Path to the Peak at this point. We're gonna grab a Crobat to try to draw in some more cards. I'm gonna put an Air Balloon onto this Pokemon. I'm gonna go Shadow. I'm gonna go for this, like that. What does this do? They can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hands. Could be interesting. Let's go ahead and I could Crobat for 3 if I want to. I don't really want to put down another. I don't want to put down Jirachi. And I wouldn't even mind just like finding a way to get a knockout this turn. I guess I have enough Psychic Energies where I could probably do something. So let's attach that there and draw into 4. See where we get with that. Okay. So we do have a Shadow. We're going to evolve this one because we could actually attack with Shadow Mist. So we've attached for our turn. We have to get double ability off in order to make it all worthwhile. Let's go ahead and... I mean, there's probably nothing that stops me from retreating into this and then powering up the other one. Oh, I still lost an energy. Okay, it's not free retreat. Got it. That's still fine. I think I'm okay with Shadow Mist. Let's just start powering it up. So that was a bit of a misplay. I wanted the extra energy to try to attack with Night Watch this turn if that was a possibility at all. But I just don't think it is going to be a possibility at this point. Now, if I am going Guzma-Hala, I don't know if I want to be playing Boss's Orders. I probably want to hold on to the Switch. So it's going to be a little bit of an awkward one. You could either search your deck for... I mean, I have a way to draw +2 cards next turn. It's just that I want to get one more card. Because I could discard Guzma-Hala, I could discard the Jirachi GX. I want a Boss next turn. I think Boss next turn sounds like the wave. And they can't play down anything else anyways, so I think I'm okay-ish with that. I just basically have to get another Psychic Energy somehow. So let's go ahead and go Shadow Mist. And sorry for all the thinking, I'm just trying to discover these new cards myself. I'm sure by next week I'll feel like a self-proclaimed expert or something like that. So there's their Drizzile. They can search their deck for a trainer card. Awesome. What are they going to search for the trainer card? Probably like a Research or a Marnie. Although my hand doesn't seem that good, so they're probably going to grab a Research. Ta-da! What were they packing? Lana's Fishing Rod, a bunch of cool cards. Now, they can't play a Stadium card or a Special Energy card. That might stop them in their tracks. And again, we might be in a really good spot to just like knock out this Rapid Strike URSHIFU V or another one and rip cards out of their hands, because that sounds really good with Trevnoir. So one of the side strategies that we can always do is just Night Watch Marnie or Night Watch a low hands. They can get out a little bit with Inteleon, but it can only take them so far. And of course they have to deal with the weakness of being weak to Psychic. They don't have a Jirachi GX down. That's probably a reason why I don't want to play my own Jirachi GX down, because it does work for both players. So I do need to keep that in mind. So we'll have to see how this goes, but I mean, so far the deck's getting set up pretty well. There's their basic fighting energy. Come on, pass, 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 pass. I've also heard of other versions of this deck. I've seen versions that just play, I've seen versions that play like Path to the Peak and all that stuff. So we're gonna power up this Pokemon. This seems like the best Pokemon for us to power up. So let's go with Underworld Door. Come on, give us an energy. No. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go Guzma-Hala, so we will be able to attack. Let's go Guzma-Hala, discarding a couple cards. We're just gonna grab for the Aurora Energy. I don't think I need the Chaotic Swell too much at all. So let's go like this, discarding Chaotic Swell, and I can go ahead here and switch, rip my opponent's hand to shreds. I don't think they're necessarily going to take a huge lead. So I win the game in 2 turns, ish, maybe 3 turns. There's a Rapid Strike, there's another energy. We'll see how the rest of their hand looks like. I wish we could look into it, but there's another energy, so we could start powering things up. Maybe getting another Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So again, a bit of an awkward start, but it's just because our opponent doesn't have a great start. I don't want to play a Marty against them, all that kind of good stuff. And play towards your deck's strengths and matchups. Like, we are a Psychic type deck. Let's try to beat this deck because they are weak to Psychic. I don't think they necessarily have like a bunch of good stuff going on for their deck. And the fact that they attacked there, yeah, the Strafe is going to be really tough for them. So now they're going to be left with 0 cards left in hands. And I'm just going to boss pick their Pokemon. So let's go ahead, start powering up our other one, because it's closer to becoming into a VMAX. Probably don't need this too much in this matchup. We're just gonna go boss, bring up this, rip their hand, and we might see a concession because we have the Night Watch. Like, they don't have anything in their hand now. Their last 2 cards are gonna get ripped to shreds. Not like they were great cards, but now they have to send up their other one, hit for Strafe for 10 damage. You can see where it's gonna be a bit of a tough one, and if I ever just get an Eldegoss or another boss, this Rapid Strike is down. So they're playing on top deck mode in a bad situation. And I mean, top decking a Drizzile is not a bad option, but now we have access to Marnie and we have access to Night Watch. Marnie Night Watch is a very powerful combination in this deck. They could evolve into a VMAX, but maybe we'll just be able to switch and knock them out with the Shadow Rider Calyrex V. If we were able to evolve it. Like, there's a bunch of cool things that we could potentially do. And that's what I like about this deck. It shows a lot of things. Like, in our last game, it showed how the Galarian Zapdos V can take a huge role. It showed how the Mewtwo Mew can copy things. We haven't really done too much attacking with Calyrex VMAX, but again, it's a way to accelerate energies, and it's also a way for us to accelerate just like our draw power. If our opponent evolves, I think they lose the game. So we're hoping for that. That'd be super hot for us. Maybe they're just going to hit for the 150. 150 minus resistance. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Maybe we'll see a concession here. Oh, they're evolving the other one into Inteleon. Got it. Gotti. There's a Rapid Strike URSHIFU VMAX. Let's see what's going on. There's their other Sobble. There's their Telescopic Sights. Are they going to take some prize cards here? That might be interesting. And Gmax Rapid Flow. As long as we could find the VMAX, we're good. That's really going to be the big play here for us. So let's go for Shadow Rider Calyrex V. We're going to power up this one. probably could have just found another way, to be honest. I probably could have powered up the Mewtwo and attacked them with something. Maybe. Actually, I guess it probably doesn't matter. I have to hit them with Poltergeist. Let's go ahead here, play Fog Crystal. We're going to search our deck for another Psychic Energy. We just need to find a way. And if we just find enough energy, like if we just find some kind of Pokemon to get things powered up, we're good. I'm going to discard this Mewtwo and Mew. I don't think I need the Mewtwo and Mew for what it's worth. Let's grab... Is there anything that I can grab with Eldegoss, actually? There's just a Guzma Hala and a Boss. No. I'm just going to put this there at the bottom of our deck. Let's go ahead here and play Marnie. I think Marnie works really well. How much damage would I be doing? It does 10 plus 30, so 30, so 40, 70, 100, 130, 160, 190, 380, I think, if I just get the VMAX. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so I think we got it here with the Quick Ball being able to turn into a Pokemon Communication. So let me just do the math again. So we do 10 plus 30 for each Psychic Energy attached to all the Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 times 3 is 180 plus 10, 190. 190 times 2, 380. So yeah, let's go Quick Ball the Boss away because we don't need Boss immediately. We do have the other VMAX in our deck. So let's go ahead here and Pokemon Communication away this to grab the VMAX. And we're just going to be able to retreat, draw our final remaining 3 prize cards, and we are vibing. If we had a Psychic Energy, we'd also could have drawn into some other things. Let's go ahead, retreat into this. We will take away this. Not because it just doesn't matter. And we're going to go with the Max Geist for the knockout, taking our second dub. We take those for sure. Seeing we've had some pretty decent prize cards too. So that's what we got going on for this video today, peeps. Hopefully you enjoyed watching Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX in action. Now do stay tuned on my channel, whether you're new or a returning subscriber. Remember to hit that like, that subscribe button. Check out the description for the list and some more links to my sponsors. But I do have a lot of Chilling Reigns content plans, trying to get back into double uploads whenever possible. But again, this week we do have the Players Cup 4, we do have the Team Challenge, Chilling Reigns release, and here in North America we do have Father's Day, and I do love my dad dearly. So let's see exactly what we got going on for all that stuff, but I do plan on double uploads like I said. So check out all that good stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm gonna be editing this video and starting back another video to create. Have a great one. Peace out. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.